Disney's Pop Century Resort is often viewed as the best Disney value resort, but is it the right resort for you? We have 5 reasons why you may not enjoy your stay here, and we're sharing them with you today to make sure you can plan the best Disney vacation for your family. Welcome to the Magical Resorts Guide. My name is Jennifer, and along with my husband Chris and baby Mason, we have made it our mission to explore all 18 Disney resorts by the end of 2022. We're excited to share our experiences, tips, and must-dos with you, so let's jump in. If you've been watching our videos, you may be confused on why we would say someone shouldn't stay at Pop Century. We loved Pop Century and had a wonderful time during our stay here. It really is a great budget-friendly Walt Disney World resort with lots of different options. However, we are big advocates of people booking the right resort for their trip. Not all resorts are right for all people, and if you fall into any of these 5 categories below, we think you will not enjoy your time at Pop Century. So let's jump in. If you are going to be spending most of your time in a theme park and looking at your resort as an oasis away from the crowds for peace and relaxation, then Pop Century is not the resort for you. Pop Century has 2,880 rooms, which is the second largest room count on Disney property. At any given time, this resort is going to have a lot of people staying at it due to its access to the Disney Skyliner and its budget-friendly pricing. This means that there will be a lot of people walking around the resorts, people in the pool, and lines for things like mobile order and Disney transportation. This may not bother you, and for us, it really wasn't an issue. However, crowds can be very stimulating. If you are wanting to get away from the crowds after being around them all day, then you're not going to want to stay at Pop Century Resort. Access to the Disney Skyliner is a big perk of staying at this resort, but some people are not interested in the Skyliner at all, and if that's you, then you may not have anticipated this problem. If you are afraid of heights, claustrophobic, or really just not interested in the Skyliner at all, you're going to have a hard time getting to the parks using Disney transportation. Disney buses go to Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom regularly, along with Disney Springs, both Disney water parks, and the ESPN Wide World of Sports. However, buses only go to Epcot and Hollywood Studios if the Skyliner isn't running. If the Skyliner is running, then it will be your only option to get to Hollywood Studios and Epcot through Disney transportation. If you don't want to ride the Skyliner, then you're going to be stuck paying for rideshare or taking your personal car if you have it. I personally was a little bit nervous to take the Skyliner because I have a touch of motion sickness, but after we rode it, I really loved it. It's a great way to get to the parks. But if it's something that you're not interested in at all, then this resort is not a good fit for you. Dining options at Pop Century consist of one quick service dining location inside everything Pop. The menu variety is pretty good here, but the flavor was just okay for us. Everyone's tastes are different, and if you love everything Pop, you'll have to share in the comments your favorite dish. But if you find that your opinion is similar to us, then you will be stuck without a convenient food option at your resort. Now, you do have access to the Skyliner and the walkway to Art of Animation, which opens up more choices for your dining. However, those do take some time and effort and are not a quick grab and go situation. If you are a person that is wanting to come back to your resort and grab delicious food while relaxing, then we feel like you might be disappointed. The value rooms have the smallest resort room size at Walt Disney World. With the room upgrades, they have done a great job of maximizing the space to make it feel larger than it is. But these rooms are still only 260 square feet. I don't know about you, but for me, square footage is kind of hard to imagine, so if we put it into real-world terms, that is slightly smaller than a 1-car garage. Now, can you imagine your whole family sharing that space for a week or longer? For some, that might sound fine, but for others, it will sound like a nightmare. Like I said, they've done a great job of making use of the space with sleek furniture, pocket doors, and lots of storage. And if you're going to the theme parks for the majority of the day, it may not be an issue. But if you are planning on balancing theme parks and relaxing vacation time, it is definitely something to keep in mind. Activities include 3 family-style pools, an arcade, jogging trails, and a movie under the stars at night. These are the typical activities that you will find at all of your value resorts. If you are planning a full resort day at your hotel, you may run out of things to do without leaving your resort. We always say we're going to spend the whole day at the pool, and then after a couple of hours, we're waterlogged and looking for something else to do. If this is the case, we would highly suggest using the Disney Skyliner. Even though you can't use the pools at other resorts, you can explore the property and enjoy the food. And Caribbean Beach has lots of fun options. Be sure to check out the link in the description below for our Caribbean Beach video overview. And you can also take a bus to Disney Springs, which is a great way to spend an afternoon. All of these are great options, but do take you away from your resort. And if you were wanting a full day of activities that also kept you close to your room, then Pop Century may not be the right fit for you. If you are like us, then you arrive at your resort with expectations of an amazing vacation. And it's the worst feeling when your expectations are dashed from something you didn't know. Now, we love Pop Century and honestly think it's the best value resort due to the updated rooms and Skyliner access. But after staying there, we knew that some of these things could be an issue, and we wanted to share them so that you could plan ahead for an amazing vacation. If you want to see our full Pop Century Resort tour, be sure to click the link in the description, and like and subscribe to see where we head to next. Thank you for watching, and we hope you have a magical resort stay.